Fortnite Chapter 4 has an absolutely crazy amount of unsolved mysteries, but today we finally got some answers. But first, if you don't hit the thumbs up button on this video, the next time you log on to Fortnite, this'll happen. No! But if you do hit the thumbs up button, the next time you log on to Fortnite, this will be waiting for you. Choice is all yours, so choose carefully. July 21st, 2017 is when Fortnite originally released, meaning it's officially been over 2,070 days. During that time, we've gotten so many crazy mysteries, ranging from things like mysterious spaceships that crash landed on the island, massive secret vault doors that we never got to see open, and also the truth about one of the most important characters in all of Chapter 4. And look how close we are to 4.36 million subscribers. We couldn't be any closer. It would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and be my 4,360,000 subscriber. Last video, I asked you guys to name this emote, and there's a bunch of people on the screen right now who got it right. For this video, we have a new emote. If you know the name of this, make sure to leave it down below in the comments. But we've wasted too much time. Fortnite was trying their absolute best to hide this for you, but I figured it out. Let's get into it. Now, before we reveal the truth about the biggest mystery in all of Fortnite, first things first, we all know that here in Chapter 4, we received a brand new island. Personally, I think this is one of the better islands we've ever received. I love how each corner of the map is essentially a different biome. Believe it or not, the Chapter 4 Season 2 map actually contains a massive secret, and it goes like this. We all know that the bottom right corner of the map was totally changed by Epic Games for Season 2, where originally in Chapter 4 Season 1, you were able to find the Faulty Splits location and a couple other landmarks as well. Not only did we see those locations replaced with the mega city, they also added an additional like 20% to the actual Fortnite island, because as you can see, if you overlay the new map with the Season 1 map, you're able to see about 10 to 15% of the island is actually entirely new. But wait, that's just the beginning. So you know, the entire mega city location essentially has a futuristic Tokyo theme to it. But Epic Games took it even further than that, because if you take a look at the brand new area that was just added for Season 2, and then overlay an actual image of the Tokyo Bay in Japan, we're able to see that the Fortnite map was actually designed as an exact recreation, meaning Season 2 isn't actually a futuristic Tokyo theme, and instead, it actually is a futuristic Tokyo. Now, it shouldn't come as any surprise that we have another secret within the mega city. After all, it only makes sense that a mega city has some mega big secrets, and this one is one of my favorites. Obviously, we all know about the Cyber Dog or Cyber Dragon located on top of one of the buildings. If you've been there inside of replay mode, then I'm sure you noticed inside of his mouth appears to be a laser of some form that we all expect to be used during a live event. Now, don't worry, that isn't the hidden secret, because check this out. If you actually wait in the mega city until the storm forms, you'll actually get to see it shoot fire, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely beautiful. It happens a couple different times a game, every single time the storm starts moving. So next time you land at the mega city, make sure you pay attention to this, or else you might miss it. And don't worry, coming up next, we'll reveal the biggest secret in all of Fortnite. First, we all know that the main faction here in Season 2 is the Peace Syndicate, consisting of members like Eevee, Twine, Stashed, and even a brand new one we saw introduced this season, known as Thunder. But the Peace Syndicate themselves are actually being threatened by a saboteur who hacked into the Peace Syndicate's computer and attempted to pin the blame on another member of the Peace Syndicate in order to cause chaos and take control. Now, obviously, we know that the saboteur was actually the Triarch Nox character, who is very, very important. And don't worry, we'll revisit him in a second. Triarch Nox, who we believe to be from the last reality and also a member of the last reality, isn't the only one trying to take down the Peace Syndicate, because check this out. If you actually go up and talk to the Thunder character, he'll actually say to Eevee, "All right, hero, let's have a little chat," which may not sound all that interesting at first until you look at his character description, where it literally tells him to keep an eye on Eevee. And yet another transmission from the mysterious character known as X. It goes without saying, but this is clearly Epic Games teasing that there is a possibility that Eevee could actually turn on the Peace Syndicate, which would be huge since after all, she is a criminal and the Peace Syndicate's secret weapon. So make sure you keep your eye on Eevee over the coming weeks, because it seems like she holds a pretty dark secret that will come to light very soon. And speaking of coming to light, you know how in Chapter 4 Season 4 release, we saw the introduction of a brand new feature known as the Rift Encounters. Basically, whenever you're playing a game, you have a chance of hearing a rift, and out of this rift will come something awesome, whether that's a different character or even a bunch of chest chests you can open. Essentially, these are just characters present in different realities being pulled into our reality. But wait, it gets even cooler because one of the special rift encounters this season actually spawns in alongside a porta potty, and it's one of the teleporting porta potties. Whenever you hop in the porta potty, it'll actually teleport you to the inside of an unopened vault, making it incredibly easy to get yourself all of that legendary and mythic loot without ever having to wait for or even defeat the boss that spawns at Mega City. So next time you experience one of the rift encounters, make sure you stick around and see if it's the one with the porta potty, because it could be the easiest vault you've ever gotten in your life. But here in 2023, one of the biggest Fortnite mysteries actually has to do with the Foundation. He's been missing from the Fortnite island for a very, very long time, ever since he entered the 0 point to chase after Geno alongside Agent Jones at the end of the Collision Live event. The reason this is such a big mystery is you may remember before the end of Chapter 3 event, Agent Jones actually returned to the Fortnite island, where you can find his character as an NPC who helped prepare us for the event. However, we still haven't seen the Foundation return, even though they both entered the 0 point and arrived in the exact same reality. There's a theory floating around that the Foundation could have actually passed away, because in the end of Chapter 2 live event, Dr. Sloan actually told the Foundation that she literally watched him die. Now, even though Dr. Sloan obviously said this before the Foundation ever entered the 0 point, still could be true, because after all, the entire Fortnite storyline is essentially one giant loop. And the real reason we haven't seen the Foundation return is because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the actor who plays him, has recently been extremely busy doing voice acting and real acting for his actual upcoming movies. For that reason, Epic Games hasn't been able to get him to record any voiceover for the Foundation, meaning he's been left out of the storyline entirely until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson can return. And now it's time for the biggest Fortnite mystery ever, having to do with a brand new character introduced this season, known as Triarch Nox. By now, I'm sure we've all figured out that he was a saboteur messing with the Peace Syndicate's computer. But other than that, that was basically all the information about this character that Epic Games gave us in the first few weeks of the season. However, thanks to his dialogue whenever you talk to him with the Renzo Destroyer skin, where he goes on to say, "You may conquer the light, I will take the dark places in between," we're essentially 100% certain that Triarch Nox does have some affiliation to the last reality. More than likely, he's actually an extremely high-ranking member, because the name Triarch actually means 3 rulers, with the other 2 rulers of the last reality being the Cube Queen as well as the Herald. And you're also able to see some similarities between the last reality mothership and the Triarch Nox crown. It's kind of difficult to see, but the little spikes are present on both of them. Believe it or not, we actually know who Triarch Nox is, and I'll reveal that in a second. But at first, I assumed this was the Ageless character, who was obviously a boss present on the last season's island, but has totally disappeared this season. That's just not the case. Next up, I thought it could be that mysterious shapeless man that the Rift Warden was warning us about, because after all, that was literally the entire reason the Oathbound even constructed the Rift Gate. And I find it very, very odd that essentially an entire mega city made its way through the crack in the sky, while the shapeless man himself seemed to be unsuccessful in doing so. However, it turns out the real truth about Triarch Nox actually has to do with one skin we got a long time ago, being the Bite skin. And he actually had his very own storyline, where he apparently ended up joining the Nothing. You may remember at the end of this season, the Nothing actually told him, "When we have need of you, you will be summoned," giving us 2 possibilities. The first one being Triarch Nox could actually be Bites himself, or what I personally think is more likely is that the person who recruited Bites into the Nothing is actually Triarch Nox. We were just never able to actually see them until Chapter 4 Season 2. One thing's for sure though, over the next coming months and weeks, we're definitely gonna have to keep our eye on this Triarch Nox character, because he without a doubt is gonna be extremely important. As more and more of these mysteries start to get resolved, I'm gonna make sure to keep all of you guys up to date over on my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.